Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 21st of November 2021, and just still coming down from the London event I attended yesterday. You probably saw the footage by now, but if not, it's my other video from yesterday, so you can catch it there. And to everybody who knew me, who I talked to, thanks for coming up and chatting. That was really great to see you. And yeah, I can say that it was a really good event, and the numbers seem to be up, probably in light of what's sort of going on, the news that's coming out, and the fact that the government are threatening more lockdowns and all sorts of other nonsense. Because there were a few first timers there and second timers. There was a guy who I started chatting to right at the start who said he's never been on a protest before and it's his first one. And I'm sure there was quite a lot of other people there as well. And it's quite interesting because that guy was a parish councillor, which if you're not from the UK, it's sort of really, I suppose, the lowest rung of elected officials that sort of deal with kind of local villages and stuff like that. So, but it's the first rung of power, so he gets to glimpse into these things in a small way. And he was saying, I think he's only been recently elected, and he was saying it's such an eye-opener. He can't believe the sort of bubble that these people live in, and yeah, that kind of explains a lot. And his theory was that everyone, in these sort of organisations are in a bubble. The government's in a bubble, local government are in a bubble, the November Hotel Sierra management are in a bubble, and he seemed to be thinking that that's really what the root of the problem is, and that the bubble needs to be not burst. He didn't want it bursting because that might just usher in all kinds of chaos, but he was saying these bubbles need a safety valve so that people just don't end up getting too far up themselves, as we've seen with Dan Andrews in Australia, of course, and many, many other people of his ilk. And I did ask him what he would suggest this safety valve might be, and he said, I've got no idea. Same as me, and probably the same as you as well. No idea how that would be achieved, but it is something that perhaps needs looking into. We certainly need more checks and balances, don't we? So yeah, that was an interesting guy to chat to, and I chatted to various other people as well, and it was interesting to see that most people are there concerned with freedom, really. And all those people I was talking to, their overriding concern is lack or loss of freedom, and I can certainly sympathise with that, as we all can, identify with that. And who would have thought 2 years ago that we'd be in this situation, sort of absolutely fighting so hard for basic freedoms, freedom of speech, freedom and the right to sort of protest, the right to just go about your sort of daily business without hindrance. Who would have thought that would have been an issue this time 2 years ago, just before all the nonsense kicked off? Who would have thought that would have just become an issue as it has? So it's very important that we just keep this up, keep on protesting, whether it's attending the things in person like I did yesterday, and all those other fantastic people I met did as well, or whether you're sort of following videos like this, making comments, going onto Facebook, leaving comments there, talking to friends and family, and expressing your concerns. I did see one good bit of advice this week, and it said when you're just talking to people, don't get into arguments with people, but just kind of say something like, none of this stuff makes any sense to me. Yeah, just something really mild like that. And you don't need to sort of drop real truth bombs, but just say, yeah, this kind of stuff's just not making sense anymore. Don't know what's going on. And see what people say, and, you know, open up conversations and hopefully do a bit of educating. Anyway, I've got to go. We've got guests coming around, so I think they're just arriving. So I'll leave it there. Back later. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.